was a leader in the conference area. He was all league in the Summit League, and he's a guy that, as the game goes on, they would like him at the plate with runners in scoring position.
Oklahoma has taken the field, and the man that the lineup for the Golden Eagles is going to face is the 6 foot, 205-pound sophomore, or as Keith Jackson used to say, sophomore, out of Jacksonville, Florida. It's Kyson Witherspoon, good arm, a JUCO transfer from Florida.
Well, my scouting report is strike one. If he pitches ahead and gets ahead of you, he's got the ability to wipe you down. He's got a good hard breaking ball. He can use his changeup. He can do so many different things. And against a team like ORU, he's got to keep the runners close. Keep the running game in tight. Try to throw over a lot. Change your varied deliveries. We saw that a lot in the first game where they slowed the running game down for both teams. Both of these teams here tonight will run.
Oral Roberts, obviously a team that is veteran-laden. They seem to bring in guys, transfers quite a bit, especially older guys, graduate students. Ryan Fulmer's almost like the perfect guy for this ball club. And the message that we just heard coming out of break before we showed you the lineup, I'm sure that's the exact same thing he's telling his guys this year. Just let it go. Just play easy.
Well, they were struggling to throw strikes early in the year. They were struggling to catch the ball. They made a lot of defensive mistakes, but they got hot at the right time and took advantage of that, automatic bid if you win your conference tournament.
Yep. Summit League champion. They won 3 games in that tournament, took care of North Dakota State, and took 2 in a row from Northern Colorado. Kyson Witherspoon is ready to go. And the first one in tonight's action is cut on and missed, and we're underway.
Good live fastball right there.
Alex Rogers, the DH. 286 on the season, 14 doubles, a home run, 26 runs batted in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Another cut fastball right there. It's becoming more and more used across all levels of baseball.
1-1 pitch. That's upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Good crowd on hand, still filing in here in the bowl as well as out on the berm in the outfield. ORU travels well. We saw it last year. Like we said, their home is Tulsa, not that far away. And they are a vocal bunch, if I remember correctly. That's fouled straight back. Good hack by Rogers, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
They've got a whole couple of sections,
yes, sir,
up the first base line that are full of gold and blue.
Here they are in the berms. Have been there a couple of hours.
That football team in left center field, representatives here rooting on their brethren.
2-2. Rogers lines on the left center field. There's a base hit, so the leadoff man is on board. Now, what we saw in game 1 today between UConn and Duke, both starting pitchers a little shaky, perhaps nerves, getting the kinks out, if you will. Both teams scored just 1 run. Then it became a pitcher's duel until UConn got going offensively.
Yeah, it just went to the cutter again, but let that cutter right up above the belt, out over the plate. And Rogers put a good swing on it and a good start, and he will go.
14 stolen bases on the year. He's been caught 3 times. That's upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. As Keith mentioned, Oral Roberts will run 60 stolen bases on the season. Caught 17 times. OU, 91 bags on the year. Lifted, fouled, and out of play. Ball and a strike on Elijah Rodriguez. Junior center fielder. Redshirt junior. Hewitt, Texas. Transfer out of McLennan Community College in
Central
Waco,
Texas area.
Yeah. There he goes. Pitch is cut on and missed. Throw down, not in time. A stolen base. McLennan Community College, by the way, near and dear to Skip Johnson's heart. That's where his son Tyler Johnson is now the head coach.
Yep. And a very good junior college system in the state of Texas. A lot of good junior college baseball played in that state. Great changeup, though, on the swing and miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Lifted down the left field line. That ball's poked pretty well. Pettis moving back onto the track, and he'll make the catch at the base of the wall. Tagging and trying to go to third is Rogers, and he is in there safely. One down.
Well, it drove it the other way. There is absolutely no breeze this evening here in Norman, Oklahoma. That any breeze coming out of the south, that ball gets out of this ballpark. Yeah. But Pettis was still having to go back, Victor, and him backing up. That's good anticipation as the base runner. Tag up, and if the outfielder is going away from third base, it allows you to make it all the way to third. And that is huge. Infield back here for the Sooners.
It's May 31st, and it's 75 degrees.
That's amazing.
In Norman, Oklahoma. And it's a dry 75, relatively speaking. Holden Breeze could not hold up. Fooled on the breaking ball. It's 0-1 count on the third baseman. Redshirt senior, 353 on the year. 9 home runs, 48 runs batted in. As OU plays the infield back here in the first. That's a strike. 0-2.
Now, the one thing you got to do as a hitter right here, if you're Breeze, you've got to find a way to make contact. Just got to put the ball in play. Ground ball in the middle of the field, you're ahead 1-0.
Oh, 2 pitch. Upstairs. 1-2. Breeze was really good in these situations this year. 778 average with a man at third base and less than 2 outs.
Well, that's getting the job done.
Yeah. That's going hunting for some ribeye steaks.
Yes, it is.
1-2. Buckled him a little bit. 2-2.
Boy, in these scenarios, I'm just speaking for myself. If I got a ball up, I was going to let it go because that's the ball I'm going to hit in the air. Right now, you're trying any way to do to get that guy in from third.
2-2 down. And he lays off. Full count.
How about from 0-2 to 3-2 here?
Veteran player at the plate. Another veteran on deck, and Drew Stahl. A single, a stolen base, and a fly ball to left, moving Rogers over to third base. 3-2 from Witherspoon, and that's fouled back. "15 pitches thrown so far."
Doesn't throw many right-on-right changeups, but it's set up right now because he's got a great changeup.
Got him looking, and he do it. Breeze frozen on the off-speed pitch. 2 down.
They went with the curveball or the breaking ball, whatever you want to. It's not really a slider, and it's not really a curve. It's more of just a breaking ball with some velocity. He painted the corner outside. Well, that's a big strikeout.
2 outs. Drew Stahl, the first baseman, up. Chops this one toward third, but foul. Stahl, a senior, 284 on the season. Team leader in RBIs with 56. Native of Castle Rock, Colorado. Oh, 1 pitch. Just challenged him.
Some giddy up right there. .95, 96 miles an hour with that heater.
One-two count.
I don't think you throw a strike with your breaking ball right here. Make it look like a strike at the beginning and break it out of the zone.
Lays off. They wanted an appeal. He did not go.
That's a good check. That's a hard check as a hitter.
ORU making Witherspoon work. A lot of pitches. 2-2. In tight, full count. Back-to-back hitters. He's gone to a 3-2 count. both after getting ahead, or falling behind, I should say.
I think you go to the bender here.
Witherspoon set. Here comes a 3-2. Stahl takes ball 4.
I went with the fastball. Sometimes though, guys are thinking breaking ball. Okay, I'll throw the fastball. They're not committed to throw it in the strike zone. No, that never had an opportunity to be a strike.
I also look at it sometimes as a pitcher's on the mound on his home field, great crowd, and all of a sudden you feel like you want to put the exclamation point
on the inning,
and little hump up with the fastball and end up pulling it to the glove side.
That's exactly what he did.
First and third, 2 outs now, and that was an error. What a block by Meidler behind the plate. He has been a stud back behind the Jays for OU.
He just smothered that.
Kyle Booker, the right fielder, senior, cuts through the breaking ball. Booker out of South Haven, Mississippi. Transfer from Tennessee. 314 on the year, 6 home runs, 46 runs batted in as they check in on Stahl. Stahl won't run a whole lot. That is a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike.
25 pitch, top of the first.
Butler flashing the sides with runners at the corners. 2 outs. Rogers at third base. Stahl at first. That's fouled back. 2-2.
We've got so many options here. He's been able to use the fastball. Got the great changeup. Could see somebody in motion here, 2-2.
Now the 2-2. Down low.
Wow. 3-2 on the last 3 hitters. Stressful pitches.
Yep. Stahl's going to be on the move from first base. This will be the 28th pitch of the inning. Snyder playing deep at first, and that is upstairs. Back-to-back walks. Loads him up.
Can't defend it. I'm going back to what you said earlier this inning. Nerves has got to be a part of it. I mean, it's you work to become a host. You're playing your own ballpark. Maybe the biggest crowd of the year is here. Playing an in-state rival.
Yep.
Might be just pumped up a little bit.
I think so. Agreed. These 2 teams met this year twice. OU won the first one 10-0. ORU took the second one back on April the 30th. 3-1 victory. Sam Thompson cuts through that pitch. Left fielder, redshirt senior, 251 on the season. 11 doubles, 3 triples, 8 home runs, 25 runs batted in. No place to put him. 0-1 upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thompson this year 1 for 5 with the bases loaded. Now the 1-1. Check swing foul. What would have been ball 2.
Yes, it would have.
Instead of 2-1, it's 1-2.
It's been an inning, but you haven't given up. You make one great pitch right here, you're still into the dugout with no runs.
Yep. Called strike 3, got him looking. ORU loads him up, and they leave him loaded as Witherspoon with a little bit of a strut heading back.
It sure does. There's a really good player at the top of this lineup that he sets the tone. He's experienced. He's veteran. He can hit the ball in the ballpark, but he can also set the table at the top. And when he goes well, Oklahoma goes well. That's how important he is to this lineup.
ORU sends the veteran to the mound. Jacob Hall, the junior out of Bartlesville, Oklahoma. 16th appearance, 16th start. 10-2 and a 3.71 ERA. 94 punch-outs in 102 innings of work this year. First one is a little bit low for ball one.
Yeah, 5 strikeouts to every walk he's had this season. He just
That's
put
good,
that,
right?
and he's got a put-away breaking ball. And it's 3/4 delivery, sinker slider with some velocity.
Spikerman takes off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Now he had to wait a little bit because that top of the first took a while. Spikerman rips one out to the alley in right center field. That's going to go for extra bases. All the way to the wall. Spikerman headed to second. He's on his way to third. And he has himself a leadoff triple.
It's hard to pitch 2-0. That's not unusual for anybody not to know that, because it's difficult to pitch in that count, because you got to throw something in the zone. And Spikerman knows it's coming. I mean, it's right down Broadway at the belt, and he puts a charge into it, into the deepest part of the ballpark, and it turns into a triple.
Man at third base. Bryce Madra in the batter. Starting right fielder today. The senior hit .316 this year, 11 home runs and 48 runs batted in.
Is there a more fun play in baseball than a triple?
No, it is pretty fun, isn't it? This is popped up. Shallow right center field, not very deep. See if Spikerman's going to tag. Underneath it is Rodriguez. He makes the catch. Here comes Spikerman. The throw is not in time, and Oklahoma has a 1-0 lead.
Speed. Didn't think that was going to be far enough to get it done, but when you got great speed, you got to take a shot at it. And the Sooners, it doesn't take them long. Let's say 4 pitches, it's 1-0.
Yep. What's that say to your club? You get out there for a long time on defense. Witherspoon throwing a lot of pitches, and all of a sudden, triple, sac fly. It's 1-0. Madra picks up his 49th run batted in. That pitch misses for ball one. Easton Carmichael, the DH. Phenomenal season. Native of Prosper, Texas. Team leading .362 hitter. 61 RBIs.
Well, he's done a nice job. He's a guy that can catch and has caught a lot in his career, but really moved into this DH role, and you can just see the numbers. It's just been really good in this role in the lineup every day as the DH.
1-2, just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3, rung him up. Fastball at the knees, 2 down.
Well, that's that 2-seam sink. Started out at the knees, and sometimes he throws just hard enough to get that carry. And I think it was low, but if it's crossing the plate at the knee, it carries all the way in, and sometimes that forces umpires to make calls on pitches that are down. They think, well, it never sunk, it never moved, it stayed right there.
Here's Jackson Willits. 2 outs and nobody on. That pitch misses outside. Willits batting in the cleanup spot. Freshman. Shortstop. .266 this year. 10 home runs, 39 RBIs. Loops one down the right field line, and that is foul. Just down in front of it. Hooks it into foul territory. The count is evened up at 1-1.
I mean, you think about 266, 10 homers, but he really, when he was moved into the 4th spot of this order for the Sooners, it really got some separation. They got the right balance in their lineup because of that, and this is when this offense is taken off. I mean, sometimes you just move. You know, there are guys that did not like to hit cleanup. They were. I don't like the term. I don't want to be, but they were really good in the 5th spot.
Good breaking ball for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Because after the first inning, it hardly ever works out that you're hitting in that 4th spot again.
Willits takes just a little bit low.
That just missed.
Counting it up at 2-2. 1-0 Oklahoma. Triple by Spikerman, sac fly by Madrid. Willits chases the breaking ball. And Jacob Hall limits the damage to just 1 run.
Runes, Chris Burke, they get to see them all. They got screens everywhere. And then when they put them, 4 of them at a time sometimes on the quad box.
Tyson Witherspoon back to work, and first pitch swinging is La Liberta. And that one is rolled to short between the wickets, the old 5-hole. And reaching on it is the ORU catcher.
It's hit off the end of the bat, just a cue ball, and if it was hit regular, it would come up. Witherspoon thought it was going to come up. He just sat there and said, this ball's going to bounce up to me. Trickled right underneath him. It'd be E1. And right there, he thinks that ball's going to come up, and it just stays down and scoots right through the 5-hole.
La Liberté is on at first base. It is an error. The 65th error committed by the Sooners this year. 1 ball, no strikes on Martell Davis, the second baseman. Native of Seminole, Oklahoma. Transferred from Seminole State College. 257 this year. He cues this one back to Witherspoon. It's got a lot of spin on it. Keeps the glove down. And the swinging bunt advances La Liberté over to second.
Same thing happened on 2 consecutive pitches. What a difference in the way he went. You see him break down and become an infielder that time. He said, this is not getting by me.
La Liberté at second base, 1 out. David Herring, the shortstop, up. 1 ball, no strikes.
How many pitches already? We're at 36. He's had to throw at least 25 with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an incredible amount of stress on you.
No doubt. Herring is senior, hitting .209 this year. 7 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs. And he's driven home 34. Native of Shawnee, Oklahoma. Transfer from Wichita State. (2-0). Check swing foul. Now you're getting that situation where the hitting area is in the shade, the pitcher is in the sunshine. Dealing with the shadows for a little bit.
The fastball doesn't bother you in this. Spin of a breaking ball is what's tough to see.
Pickoff attempt at second. The throw gets away, but not far enough. La Liberté alertly getting back. And actual traditional pickoff at second base.
Yeah, it's a timing play.
Yeah. Who knew? 2-1. That's in there. 2-2.
Usually the key to that is the catcher. A lot of times the catcher will drop his head or drop his glove when that timing pickoff play is going, and pitcher will wield and fire.
Not a big lead at second base for La Liberté. And now the 2-2. In tight, full boat.
You said that a few times already in this
I know,
ball game.
right? Top of the order, Alex Rogers on deck. 1-0 Oklahoma, top of the second. Here comes the payoff. And is skied foul and out of play.
Up on the berm. Got a really good crowd here tonight. It's turned into a gorgeous evening. We were thought that there might be some storms, but it is. There's not one cloud right above us. That's
One.
it.
That's it. Left over from game 1. Payoff again. Upstairs. That's the third walk issued by Witherspoon. 2 on with 1 out.
And 42 pitches, an inning and a third. He struck out 2. He's walked 3. These have all been under duress too. I mean, he hasn't given up anything, but you get that guy in scoring position, you know you got to make a quality pitch, and he's had to do it 33 times.
He's bending but not breaking. Top of the order now. Rogers looks at a strike. He had a single in the first inning, stole second, and then eventually stranded at third base. Witherspoon made it interesting in that first inning. This one skied fouling out of play. 0-2. After that single by Rogers, Rodriguez hit the fly ball to left, moving Rogers to third. Breeze struck out, but then Witherspoon walked Stahl and Booker to load them up before getting Sam Thompson to strike out looking.
And how about he's thrown this many pitches and he's 6 for 10 in first pitch strikes. I mean, that's not horrible.
Laliberte at second base, Herring at first. That is skied out toward left center field. Playable for Spikerman. The center fielder takes charge, gets the baseball back in. 2 down.
That's exactly what Spikerman knows, that he's going to be running to the play, and Pettis is coming away from third base. So that's the difference where you can't tag up and move up. He called him off. Center fielder has the call. He's the quarterback, so to speak, of the outfield, and did a nice job and made a strong throw to third. And again, a chance to get out of this.
OU basically with 3 center fielders in the outfield. Pettis in left, Spikerman in center, and Madron out in right. Two out, 2 on. Elijah Rodriguez, the batter, takes upstairs. The fly ball that he hit in that first inning took Pettis all the way to the wall near the left field corner. Virtually no breeze whatsoever here in Norman, Oklahoma. The 1-0. That's in there. 1-1. Look at the flags out on the batter's eye or beyond the batter's eye. It is a mild, it's been a mild day temperature wise. One. 2 balls, 1 strike. Saw 1 home run earlier today, and it was a bomb in the 9th inning by Tyler Minnick, the freshman DH for UConn.
He went over the batter's eye.
Yes, sir. Keith Moreland territory.
I don't know about that. That's a long way.
2-1. Inside out foul. 2-2. Or a guy we brought up last night at dinner, Dave Kingman territory.
Oh, now Dave Kingman could hit him that far. You're exactly right.
You had some pop in your bat.
Yeah,
Don't sell yourself short.
not Kingman pop. That was big time. Even high and fall.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. The old deuces wild. The pitch upstairs. H runners are going to take off for the next pitch at 3-2. 1-0 Oklahoma.
52nd pitch of the game already.
The 5th full count for Witherspoon. Three-two. Called strike 3. Takes a fastball down Broadway. 1-0 Oklahoma as we head to the bottom of the second. 8. Yeah, Big 12 tournament. But as you can see, the offense is pretty good. They can score some runs, and they can do it in bunches.
It's just they can score in bunches. And they do it a different way. They can play long balls. You just saw Nicholas do, or they can also, run the bases, put pressure on you that way.
Snyder, McKenzie, Nicholas, scheduled 3 for OU. It's Jacob Hall. Snyder, senior, hitting .351 on the season. Fantastic year. 24 doubles, 3 triples, 10 home runs, 55 runs batted in. Oh, by the way, he's stole 15 bases this year. He was caught once.
And he's a big man. He's down around the cage today. I mean, the man's 6'6". He can run.
Cuts through that one. He'll go down swinging for out number 1.
If you get behind Jacob Hall, you're going to see this breaking ball, and it's tight. It's got a real good delivery point, and it snaps late at the end. It's got a real vertical to it at the very end of the pitch.
McKenzie's a third baseman. Senior out of Houston, Texas. 299, 7 bombs, 44 runs batted in. Ground ball to short. Corralled there by Herring. 2 down.
Great turn, Victor, because that's what he did.
Yep.
He didn't catch it clean. He corralled it, but able to secure it well enough to make the throw across the diamond to get the out. Didn't panic.
That's the new thing nowadays, right? Get around it.
Yeah.
So corralled it. That ball was hit pretty well.
It smoked.
There's something about a ball coming off the bat of a left-hander the opposite way on the ground. It just seems to get on you a lot quicker.
It has odd spin, doesn't it?
There's Nicholas, and he pulls this one over first base. Hall has himself a quick 1-2-3 inning. Doesn't give Witherspoon time to relax. We're off to the third.
Wow, look at that one.
Yep.
It happens across the country.
Florida picked up the victory against Nebraska 5-2. South Carolina came back and won it against James Madison 8-7 in 10 innings. Indiana beat Southern Miss 10-4. East Carolina got beat at home, a 4-1. 4-1 victory by Evansville. Florida State won, Virginia won. UC Irvine is trailing Nichols 12-11 in the top of the 9th.
Wow.
Out west. UCI, very good club.
And that's really not the style. They don't want to get in that type of game more times than not. They play pretty close to the vest, steal bases, bunt the guys up, and play a little more small ball out there. But some of that's because of the weather.
Yep.
The marine layer.
3, 4, and 5 for ORU. Breeze, Stahl, and Booker. A couple of other games that are still going on. VCU up 1-0 on Wake Forest. That game in the 7th. Long Island University leading North Carolina 3-2. Heading to the 6th. Longhorns thumping the Raging Cajuns. This one skied out to center field. Longhorns up 10-2 in that one in the 5th inning. Spikerman underneath it makes the catch. Breeze retired for the first down.
Well, looking for something, I hate to say easy, but looking to limit his pitch count here. He's got 55 pitches deep in here with 1 out in the top of the 3rd.
Drew Stahl worked a walk in the 1st inning. 1 of 3 issued. That was up and in. Hello.
Sometimes you're looking maybe for a breaking ball, and if you're leaning out there a little bit, Dylan, it just gets away a little bit. It can get tight.
Permission to buzz the tower.
Yes.
Pattern was full, apparently. My permission got denied.
Has that ever stopped you before, Victor?
Negative. Never. 2 balls, no strikes on Drew Stahl. 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 hit allowed for Witherspoon. Kyle Booker on deck. There's a strike. See how much more under control he was with that? It's almost as if, you know what, I don't need to throw 95 if I just little BP fastball.
His BP fastball's 91.
No,
So,
I know.
Yeah, so
And there's the contrast in those last 2 pitches.
no question. Now hitters seem to always be taking 3-0, so pitchers are relaxed. He's not swinging, so they just free and easy and let the ball go. Then 3-1, you're thinking, oh, now he's ready to hit that fastball again. I got to do something different with it, and sometimes something different is ball 4. Not under control there.
Witherspoon's had 4 more walks in 4 of his last 5 starts. Watch out. Booker spinning out of the way of that one. He walked as well in the first inning. Here comes Skip.
Yeah, this is mechanical. Usually, Skip Johnson, one of the longtime head coach now, and an excellent head coach, but he was a pitching coach. This way, he got into the sport. And I guarantee you, when he goes out, this will be something about mechanically, maybe something what we were just talking about. Say, when you're free and easy and not trying to overthrow, things are going good. You're a good breaking ball. You get in the zone with your fastball. Sometimes it's just a little bit of something. Maybe turn your shoulder a little bit. To me, seems to be falling forward rather than pushing forward, which doesn't allow your arm a chance to catch up. Hasn't been able to get ahead. 6 out of the last 7 batters have been ahead 1-0.
See if the visit calms him down a little bit. Booker wasn't going to wait around. 1 ball, 1 strike. One out, 1 on. 1-0 Oklahoma in the 3rd. .63 pitches now thrown by Witherspoon. ORU's right fielder coming up empty with the big hack upstairs.
Now getting back in the count now, 2 is Witherspoon.
2-2. Fell back. Some action beginning now in the bullpen for Oklahoma. Down goes Booker. Pulled a string on him. 2 down.
Well, he's got a dynamite changeup. And you see it right here. See the grip right there, great arm speed with it. And the ball just dies. It comes out like somebody put a parachute on it between home plate. Our pitcher's mound and home plate.
Carter Campbell just beginning some light tossing. Stahl still at first, 2 outs. Thompson takes upstairs. Sam struck out looking in the first inning. 3 of the 4 strikeouts for Witherspoon have been looking. That to me didn't seem like a very committed breaking ball.
It didn't. And Thompson, he was going to let it hit him. He was not moving. If it moves another inch, it's got him.
2-0.
Still got some juice with that heater, though.
And he's gotten swing and miss right there at that level.
Yep.
Especially from the left-handed batters. Two on now. 3-1.
70 pitches. He's been a guy that goes 100, but he's found ways to get outs to stay in the game.
That's missed inside. Ball 4. So the seesaw battle for Witherspoon with himself continues. 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, but has a 1-0 lead, and yet traffic again on the base paths.
It just an unusual amount of pitches with runners in scoring position, but he's been able to get out of it. See if he can do it again here.
ORU has stranded 5 base runners already in this game. They've got 2 on with 2 outs. The Liberté takes outside. The catcher reached on the error by Witherspoon. He was stranded in scoring position. Golden Eagles 0 for 5 thus far with men in scoring position. 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, this is a great pitch to hit. This is when you zone out. You can't say, I'm going to swing. I said, I'm going to swing at this pitch in this spot at this speed. So it's when you can really zone in on one pitch.
A little bit high, 3-0.
He may be forced to go get him, even though he's been able to get out of this stuff. Sometimes it becomes mental now.
Yeah. Campbell should be just about ready to go in the Sooners bullpen. 3-0 count. There's a strike, 3-1. There's Campbell. First man up for Skip. And now the 3-1. Liberté comes up empty. Full count. Shocker. Let's do this again. This is a 6th full count.
Wow.
Runners will get going with the pitch here.
We're in the bottom of the 2nd.
It's like Groundhog Day.
I'm the top of the 3rd, excuse me.
Saul from 2nd, Thompson from 1st. The pitch. The Liberté strikes out. How about this? Well, that's one way of doing it. Witherspoon gets out of it with a 1-0.
Down, so man, we're just trying to play free, trying to play relaxed, trying to play with a little confidence here.
Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, guys.
You got it. Ryan Fulmer, the head coach, 12th season at ORU. Phenomenal run last year, winning the Stillwater Regional, picking up the Super and heading to Omaha. Appearance in the College World Series last season. 8-9-1 for Oklahoma. Mudler, Pettis, and Spikerman. Jacob Hall, 7 pitches last inning. 1-2-3 second.
Well, there's that great changeup to go with it. His sinking fastball and his slider. He gets the ball and go. He's a rhythm pitcher, and he gets in rhythm. And if you don't get him out of that rhythm, he can get better and better and better.
Butler 271 on the season. 3 home runs, 26 RBIs for the junior. Jones Creek, Georgia. Kendall Pettis on deck, then back to the top of the order with John Spikerman. 2-2 now. That's lifted in the air, shallow left. Easy play for Thompson, comes in. 1 down. Defensively for the Golden Eagles, Thompson at left. Rodriguez in center, Booker in right. The infield has Breeze and Herring on the left side, Davis and Stahl on the right side. Cameron Naliberte behind the plate. Pettis showing bunt, takes a strike.
Rhythm. You can just see it. He's right back there on the mound right now. Already knows what pitch he's going to throw. Set and goes. He doesn't need a pitch clock.
No. Compact mechanics. No balls, 2 strikes on Pettis, the left fielder. 285 for the senior. Breaking ball, chopped foul. Both teams with 1 hit. Spikerman had a leadoff triple in the bottom of the first inning and scored on the sac fly by Madron. That's the only scoring in this game thus far. Although it feels like there should be a lot more scoring.
Oh, we've had a lot of base runners.
Pettis chopper over to first base. Snagged by Stahl. 2 down.
If I told you one pitcher's at 75 pitches and one pitcher's at 32 pitches, you would think the guy with 32 would have the lead.
Yeah. Which one has the lead? Exactly. No doubt. That triple is Spikerman hitting the first inning, his 4th of the year.
Just a really solid ball player.
He's fun to watch.
Yes, he is.
Kind of reminds me of a former Sooner outfielder by the name of Steele Walker.
Good player.
Sandwich pick. One or two, you hear the oohs and ahs from the Golden Eagle faithful.
Now the shortstop and second baseman put their heads down. They didn't even, and then looked up. Oh, I got to go back to position.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Chopper to the right side, and that is going to go for a base hit. Even if Davis comes up with it, they're not going to get Spikerman there. And Sooner center fielder's 2 for 2. He's on board for Madron.
Good hitters can be fooled, and Spikerman was fooled, but he kept his hands back. Young hitters, if you can keep your hands back, even though your body may be going forward because the velocity has changed, if you keep your hands back, you can get the barrel to the ball. And he did that exceptionally well right there, even though he was fooled on the pitch.
16th multi-hit game of the year for Spikerman. Reggie Willits, the associate head coach, and the guy who runs the offense, calling an offensive timeout here. Talking with Madron, Easton Carmichael listening in as well.
Wasn't it interesting to hear the veteran Sooner players talk about what Willits has done, running this offense and what it's doing, and how they, and it was easy for them to buy in. You could sort of tell just talking to him that he's really got their attention of how to play offensive baseball.
Yep. 3rd season with the Sooners. Coming out of the Yankees organization, a coach for the New York Yankees. So he played the big leagues with the Angels. After his playing career, went to the minor leagues as a coach, and Aaron Boone hired him as a base coach in New York. Another throw to first, and Spikerman's back. 11 stolen bases on the year for the Sooner center fielder. Looks like there's some movement still in the Sooner pitch. I'm not sure. Campbell's still up. That pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Good hitters count, and this guy can get you 2 quick ones right here. He's 11 on the year.
Big lead for Spikerman at first. Got quick feet. Hall does. Pitcher.
Yeah. That's 2. If you think a guy's going, you need to go 3 times.
There he goes. This one's ripped foul.
I think he gets him if he'd have gone 3 times there.
Get a foul ball, you got to go running back up the hill.
Tennis shoes are slick going up that hill.
Yeah. 2-1 count, 2 out. Spikerman back to first. That is skied out to right field. Towering shot. Madron has gone big fly. 2-run shot, 3-0 Sooners.
Missed some time throughout the year and back healthy now. And what an impact he makes to this lineup. 12th of the year. And just like that, Sooners get some separation.
2-out rally. Single by Spikerman. The 2-run shot by Madron. 21st RBI this year with 2 outs. Dribbler foul off the bat of Carmichael's. So the offensive timeout by Reggie Willits worked out pretty well.
Got 2 quick ones, didn't it?
That's the thing about this lineup for OU. As good a pitcher as Hall is, you can't continuously put guys in good hitters counts. I mean, the 2-0 hack was ripped into foul territory. That's in the back of your mind when you're on the bump.
Yeah, and you say, I can't go back to that pitch. So then you're not committed with your next pitch, and you left it in another hitting zone.
This was hit sharply and passed at third base. Holden Breeze couldn't come up with it. Carmichael will stop at first. 3 consecutive 2-out hits.
For me, I would have to call that a base hit.
Heck yeah.
Smoked.
No doubt about it. Let's go back to the Madron home run. His 12th of the year. That preceded that single by Carmichael.
Yeah, he tried to sneak a fastball. Just made a mistake with it up. But it was a no doubter. Three consecutive hits here with 2 outs.
Carmichael will run. 11 stolen bases on the year. Has been caught 5 times. Just outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Jackson Willits, switch hitting shortstop, 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. This one lifted foul and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Not an easy place to be at this time of day. At first base, base runner, left-handed batter.
Right field.
Yeah, that sun just beating down on you. Pick off throw and safe at first. Three 0 Sooners. We're in the bottom of the 3rd.
If you think he's going, you need to go 3 times in a row.
He's got a huge lead at first base. And Hall's not even on the rubber yet. There goes Carmichael. The pitch is a strike to throw down to second. 1 hop throw, and he can't come up with it. If Harry comes up with it, he's out.
That's got a huge lead, decent jump. Just that right there. It is hard to make a pick and a tag. You're thinking about both of them and couldn't secure it.
One-two count on Willits. That's a hit by pitch. Hit his foot. Dead ball. Carmichael has to go back to second.
Wow, this all happened. He had retired 9 in a row.
Yep.
Had Hall, and then all of a sudden, 2 outs, nobody on. Now a chance for a big inning here.
ORU's bullpen has just departed the first base dugout, heading down the right field corner. You got a guy like Jacob Hall on the mound, you're thinking, okay, we're good, you know. Don't have to stress early on.
Yeah.
But this inning has kind of unfolded in non-traditional fashion for the veteran.
There's been 3 balls hit right on the button, though.
Home run that Hall allowed to Madrid, the 13th long ball he's given up. He threw a lot of strikes.
Yeah, that's still a big number.
Yes, it is. I'm surprised they went back to that pitch after the foul ball on the 2-0 count. You better have some giddy up in on the hands. You know.
Yeah, he tried to get it in there, but the other part is, I think it was in enough. Victor, it just was up, and it allowed him to get that top hand to the baseball.
Carmichael at second, Willits at first, 2 outs. Michael Snyder 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Through that one. Snyder transferred from the University of Washington. We saw him a year ago in Stillwater. And Washington made it there. Very good player.
That was one great baseball game. ORU Washington was a great baseball game.
No doubt. Take a look at his Big 12 ranks. Solid. 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
A huge pitch coming here.
Think he's a little gun shy?
Yeah,
some of the way the balls are hit this inning.
He doesn't seem to have that same rhythm that he had.
3-1. And there's ball 4, and they're loaded up.
Well, since the home run, a rocket single, a hit batter, and a walk.
Anthony McKenzie will be the 8th man to step to the plate here in the 3rd inning. Ball going for the full windup. This one's skied down the left field line, but slicing foul and out of play. No balls at a strike. All grounded out in the 2nd. No place to put him. Carmichael at 3rd. Willits at 2nd. Snyder at 1st. Good speed on the bases. Breaking ball just misses. Ball gets away, but Carmichael's not going anywhere.
Out of the windup now.
One and 2.
And that's the backdoor one. You come back with it. I think you got to come back with the one that drops down on his back foot. or you got to go away with something firm.
And he got him. Went away with a fastball. Oklahoma strikes for 2 on the 2-run home run off the bat of Bryce Madron. It's 3-0 as we head to the 4th.
It has not been good. I mean, he has been staked now to a 3-0 lead. See if he can get an inning without reaching 20, because he hasn't at this point of the ballgame.
It's almost like the feel, I would imagine, for Skip Johnson. Get a clean inning and then take it on home. Because the pitch counts where it's at. You don't want to lose confidence in this kid if you're going to move forward. Rest of the weekend into next week and so on and so forth, if you happen to get there.
Yeah, but he's been stretched out too, Victor. That's the other thing. He's not like it's a guy that hasn't thrown 100, 110 pitches in his starts. He's been a starter for a while, and now he's trying to figure out if he can have a short inning.
Popped up on the first base side, 1 down. And I don't mean that from a pitch count perspective. I'm talking more from a confidence perspective.
I gotcha. And that's true. Because right now, he can't have a lot of confidence in his ability to throw a strike. On a regular basis, anyway.
Davis retired in the pop-up. Brings up David Herring. Herring walked in the 2nd. Golden Eagles have stranded 7 base runners through the first 3 innings. Two and 0. Check swing foul. I've seen that a couple times today.
I think he was trying to get out of the way more than to swing at it. This ball was started forward, and now I got to get it's coming after me. Ate him up inside.
Three balls, 1 strike. That breaking ball just missing. Witherspoon's 3-1 pitch is sharply hit to second base. Nicholas retires Herring, 2 down.
Made a pitch when he had to. Ball was hit pretty crisply, but strike down in the zone where the ball could be hit on the ground. And now 2 quick outs. Exactly what the doctor ordered when you're fixing to throw your 85th pitch here in the 4th. We will visit with head coach Skip Johnson.
Breaking ball for a strike. Alex Rogers 1 for 2. Single that was stranded back in the 1st. Oh, 2. Trying to complete a 1-2-3 inning. This one out to center field. Spikerman back a couple of steps, and Kyson Witherspoon has his 1-2-3 inning. A shutdown inning to boot. We're off to the 4th. We're going to hear from Skip Johnson.
He's a sophomore, overthrowing a little bit and over-competing, but I'd rather tell him to whoa than giddy up.
When you look at it, it's just every time I see your ball club play, it starts with the guy that plays center field and leads off for it. He just sets the tone of the ball game every time you see him play.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player. There's no doubt about that, and he does. He's a table setter for us and does a great job. I mean, a big leader in our clubhouse, and it's a really a pleasure to watch him hit that triple and lead the game off.
One last one for me, Coach. How nice is it to have Bryce Madron back in the lineup?
Oh, it's really a breath of fresh air. There's no doubt about that. He's a good player.
Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
You got it. Skip Johnson, Big 12 Coach of the Year, kind enough to join us. Bottom third of the order for the Sooners. Nicholas, Butler, and Pettis. 1-2 count. Nicholas, the ground down in the second inning, 0 for 1. Lifted out toward shallow left center field. Tails over towards Thompson, the left field, and he makes the grab for the first down. Nicholas 0 for 2, and here's Butler. Skied with the left. Rather tell him whoa than giddy up.
Yes.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yes. Yes, always. Really good point there. That's
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You always look at those young freshmen when they come in, and a lot of times they don't want to. They go to the plate and they're watching and tentative, and you look up and they got 2 strikes on them. They haven't even attempted to swing the bat yet, and you'd much rather have one that's he's hacked at the first 2, and Malvey not starting to be patient now.
Yeah, right. Two outs, nobody on for Kendall Pettis. Remember, this is how things kind of unwound themselves last inning. 2 quick outs before Spiker got the base hit. Madrid hit the home run. The inning continued with 3 more batters getting on base via single, hit by pitch, and a walk before getting a strikeout of McKenzie. 3-0 Sooners here in the 4th. Pettis swinging a miss. He grounded out to first base. And his first AB. That would foul back. Well, Roberts mentioned the base runners they've had on base in this game. 2 out hits. ORU doesn't have one. OU has 3 of them.
Difference in the game.
Pettis goes down looking on a breaking ball in a 1-2-3 inning. We're off to the 5th. Card here in Norman, Oklahoma.
Cook and Quinn were really good for UConn today on the mound.
Yes, they were.
Righty and a lefty.
Double elimination. We'll have that first elimination game from this weekend here in Norman tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central, 3 Eastern. Top of the 5th, 3-0 Sooners. Witherspoon back to work after a 1-2-3 4th inning. Rodriguez, Breeze, and Stahl 2, 3, and 4 for the Golden Eagles. No balls, 1 strike. Elijah Rodriguez 0 for 2, a fly ball to left and a strikeout looking.
You'd love to get him through this frame, get him in a position to qualify for the victory, but it was also help your staff for the rest of the weekend, because sometimes these weekends turn into long weekends.
That's out to left field. Pettis coming on, makes the grab. 1 away. Pettis had him played perfectly. Well, how important is it to win game 1? Well, there you go. Teams in advance, the Super Regionals, won the first game 93% of the time. Lost first game, only 7%.
I mean, it's hard to come out of that side of the bracket. And that 7% proves it.
Yep. Breeze looked at a strike. 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a fly ball to center. 92 pitches for Witherspoon. Comfortable 3-0 lead. He's retired 5 straight. 1-2.
This last 35, 40 pitches, he's got a better feel for that breaking ball. And that's really helped him.
Reeves fouls it off. Called strike 3, got him looking. Good breaking ball, 2 down.
It's like he takes a little bit off this one. This is more the curveball and not the slider. A little more downward tilt to it. And just froze. A really good hitter. Just froze him, locked him up.
Stahl with a big hack, comes up empty. He's walked twice. 2 of the 5 walks issued by Witherspoon. He's got 6 strikeouts to go with that. Cued foul. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Witherspoon has retired 6 straight. OU's up 1-0. Jacob Hall back out on the bump. He's facing the top of the order. And Spikerman, Madron, and Carmichael. Spikerman with a couple of hits, a triple, and a run scored, and a single with a run scored. 2 balls, no strikes.
He sets the table, does so much at the top. He's a good hitter. Go with the fact that if you got to throw strikes to him.
You see almost as if Hall's purposely trying to stay away from him. Follow behind 3-0. 3-1.
It's an old term in pro ball. Keep this ball in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Just make a pitch. He gets a hit, that's good, but keep it in the ballpark.
Leadoff walk, puts a man on. It started for the Sooners here in the 5th. Second walk issued by Jacob Hall. Now it's 74 pitches. Really got extended in that 3rd inning. Madron with a couple of RBIs. Sack fly in the first, 2-run bomb in the 3rd. 51 runs batted in on the season now.
He's drove in all 3 here tonight. Changeup. He turned and made a move and then threw a changeup to first base. Might be tough to see.
Yeah. Not a big lead for Spikerman. Madron pulls one down the right field line, trying to pitch him inside again. That goes to the wall. Spikerman's all the way to 3rd base. He's going to be stopped right there. Madron with a double. And the Sooners cooking to start the bottom of the 5th.
He's just done an outstanding job since coming back from injury, getting back into the lineup on a regular basis. Stays back, does a great job, and you can see that weight back, transferred, top hand through it. Smokes it down into the corner. 2nd and 3rd here with nobody out.
17th multi-hit game of the year. This one shot out to right field. Has some carry. Booker back at the wall. Gone! A 3-run Jimmy Jack off the bat of Easton Carmichael. Sooners have doubled up. ORU, it's 6-0.
Easton Carmichael has been that cog all season long for the Sooners, and he goes the other way here. And when you feel it right off the bat, you thought, well, I don't know if that's got enough, but it just kept carrying. And a 3-run shot, and all of a sudden, separation for the Sooners.
Visit to the mound. This seems like time to get the bullpen cranked. Walk, double, home run against Jacob Hall here in the 5th inning.
Great extension, lets the ball get deep. And it just kept carrying. Gets out of the ballpark.
Nobody out. Jackson Will. Dribble foul off the body. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, how about the regional East Carolina? #1 East Carolina losing to Evansville earlier today. #2 Wake Forest just got beat by VCU 1-0. So the elimination game tomorrow is
the
East
1-2
Carolina
seed
against Wake Forest. Willits pulls one into right field, a base hit. That might be all for Hall.
He kept making good pitches, kept trying to keep his team in the ball game. 3rd time through the order here, it's been difficult for him.
I guess you could look at it from the standpoint of Hall, a veteran, 81 pitches. You lose this game, you're going to elimination side. You might as well try to protect whatever pitching you've got left.
I would agree with you. I mean, they're built to go 100. I mean, until this inning, he had really had that one tough inning in the 3rd. He left some balls up here.
That is ripped out to left field, but it's going to hang up for out #1. Thompson was right there.
Sooners, they're on it now.
Yes, sir. Anthony McKenzie, the batter. He'll look at a strike. McKenzie 0 for 2 with a ground ball out and a strikeout.
Just talking about, you know, that first couple of times you go through the order usually advantage you as a pitcher. 2nd, 3rd time through the order, you can see it. Hitters just adjust to your release point, your velocity, the type of movement you have on your breaking ball. That's why sometimes you have to make some altercations in your delivery and your style when you get deeper into the game.
Willis is on the move. This one hits McKenzie. 2 on with 1 out. 2nd hit batter by Hall.
Something into the gap here, and this will get real separation in this game.
Oklahoma with a run in the first, 2 in the third, 3 thus far here in the bottom of the 5th. Jackson Nicholas 0 for 2.
Good changeup. Start the at bat. Took something off of it. Got him out in front.
Seven hits for the Sooners thus far. Willett's the base runner at second, McKenzie at first. Two balls, one strike. Almost looked like a cross-up. It wasn't, but it looked like it.
Just a lot of movement, too, as well. As Herring was coming in behind the runner at second base, I think maybe there was supposed to be a pickoff there.
Danger zone here. Yep. Butler, the catcher's on deck. That is out to left field. Thompson's there. 2 down. Willett's bluffing from second base, not going anywhere. See what Butler can do with 2 outs and 2 on. 0 for 2 thus far. Last time up, little dribbler back to the mound.
That just misses. Hasn't been a lot of pitches at the knees called strikes.
Back pick at first base, and boy, that was really close. Willits takes third base. Heads up play by Willits with Stahl falling on McKenzie. They're going to check on McKenzie at first base.
Ooh. I think I don't know if this is going to be reviewed, if they're going to come together and review it, but McKenzie coming across.
He's coming out of the game.
He looks like he's coming that direction, and I think we're going to have a review.
Yeah.
They take their time looking at this. Reaches for the bag. Tag is, looks to me like he got it before he got to the bag.
And Zoc, you know what it looks like to me is as McKenzie's going back, that bare hand, that right hand plants and goes up. Here comes the call. It's getting overturned, I'm telling you. He is out. He was picked off. So the inning will come to an end. 3 runs in, 6-0 Sooners.
Every time I needed a new phone, I had to switch.
It's off the page to me right there. Is 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, and those 7 left off base. That all happened in the first 2 innings of this game, where Oral Roberts had a great chance not only to get back in the game, but to take a lead early in the game.
And 7 base runners stranded by Oral Roberts through the first 3 innings.
Wow.
And Witherspoon has just settled in. 7 straight retired by him since walking Thompson in the 3rd. Kyle Booker, the right fielder, lead things off. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. He'll be followed by Sam Thompson and then Cameron LaLiberte.
100th pitch of the night coming from the Sooner right-hander.
One and two. Seven strikeouts, 5 walks, 1 hit allowed for Kyson Witherspoon. Ground ball to second base. Nicholas to the backhand. 1 down. And by the way, Isaiah Lane did come into the game officially as a defensive replacement since the pickoff happened with McKenzie at first. He's over at third base.
I'll tell you what, doing a nice job of coming back, settling down, had it. Some laborious innings early in this game. The first 3, 77 pitches. He had 5 Ks, 5 walks. Since then, he's retired 8 in a row on 26 pitches.
Thompson, a left fielder, 0 for 1. How many times have we seen that today? Kind of the stopping of the swing.
Anticipating that heater and not getting it.
One ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. I was thinking about tomorrow night's game. Game 1 will go off at 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 Eastern. And then game 2 tomorrow, next to the same schedule on Sunday, will go off at 8 Central Time, 9 Eastern. We're just about at 8 o'clock here, so just looking at the sky, and you don't have to deal with shadows or anything to that effect. Winner's bracket tomorrow night.
Well, it's a beautiful scene here. Great crowd. Got all the fans out behind the fences, and tents up.
3-1 pitches in there. Full count. 7th full count of this ball game for Witherspoon. Called strike 3, 2 down.
Really did find it. Skip Johnson out to visit with him. His offense got going, got him some runs, some security, and all he's done since then is retired now the last 9 batters in a row.
Yeah, 5 of the 8 punch outs looking, and a lot of those are just fastballs down Broadway. And there's a fastball right down center cut and a check swing on it.
Yeah, just not seeing it.
Yeah, or guessing.
Well, you can't see ball hit it anymore at the velocity they throw it now.
Liberté 0 for 2, reached on an error in the second inning, struck out in the third. He's behind in the count, and no balls, 2 strikes. Almost got him to chase.
And 7 consecutive batters with first pitch strikes. He's found it. 112 pitches deep. needing one more to finish his night.
Two balls, two strikes.
With all the traffic, it's hard to me to believe, look out on the board, that Oral Roberts only has one hit.
Yeah.
With all the traffic we had early in the game.
And that hit was the very first batter of the game. Called strike 3. Another 1-2-3 inning. That's 10 straight retired by Kyson Witherspoon, the sophomore. Nation of the 64 team format. June 14th, kicking things off. Great crowd on hand here. Number 1, Oklahoma, leading number 4, ORU, Oral Roberts University, 6-0. As we begin the bottom of the 6th inning, and Jacob Hall back out of the bump for ORU. 8-9-1, Mudler, Pettis, and Spikerman. That is launched out to right field. Do we have another one? Gone! Big fly for Scott Mudler, 4th of the year. It's 7-0 Oklahoma.
I tell you what, this ball got out of here in a hurry. Mudler stayed behind it, and he put a charge into it. And out of the ballpark in a heartbeat.
Here comes Coach Fulmer. That looks like it's going to be it for the veteran, Jacob Hall. That 3rd inning is what did him in with 2 outs.
Yeah.
The Sooners just got to him, and not the same since.
Blue Chew is offering their first month free so that you can try it out with basically no risk at all.
It's Blue Chew.
Blue Chews.
Blue Chew?
Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Blue Chew. Blue Chew. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew, baby!
What are you doing? Just go ahead and get your first month free. And then tell me about it later. Come back and just let me know how it went, because I'm curious. Okay?
Start through the order. 1 for 8 with 3 strikeouts since then. 7 for 13, 3 home runs, and 6 earned runs. Pettis fouling off the first offering. And the right-hander, senior right-hander, Ryan Carmack. Springfield, Missouri native. 1-3 with a 4.91 ERA. Pettis shoots one over to first. Stahl smothers it, flips it to Carmack. Out number 1.
Nice play by Stahl. You can get so surprised as a first baseman with a right-handed hitter at the plate. You said nobody's going to smoke a ball at you, and you just got to be ready all the time. Nice crossover move, made the play, and then a good lead flip to get the 3-1 put out.
Top of the order, John Spikerman. Been on board 3 times with a triple, single, and a walk. He has scored 3 times. Carmack, a transfer out of Illinois Springfield. 2 balls, no strikes. That is driven out toward right center field. Rodriguez going back into the wedge out there. Makes the catch as he steps onto the track. 2 down.
Spikerman put a charge in this ball. He's been retired for the first time today. As you mentioned, he'd reached base all 3 appearances and scored 3 times.
Madra with a sac fly, home run and a double. 3 RBIs. He puts one in the air, foul on the third base side. 1-1. 7-0. Oklahoma. The Oral Roberts were in the bottom of the 6th inning. A little bit low. 2-1.
Tried to go back door.
Three and 1. In Chapel Hill, Long Island University with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Pick up an RBI double to tie things up at 5 against the Tar Heels. 1 versus 4. That is ripped down a right field line. Have a game, Bryce Madrid. He's on his way to second. Second double of the game. He's got 18 on the season. Hey, guys, don't pitch Madrid inside.
Yeah, he can turn on it.
He's turned on it.
He can turn on it. He's had a perfect night. Second double of the night. If you go in there, you better get it in.
Yep. Easton Carmichael, the batter. 3-run home run his last time up. The opposite way. Ooh, what a hack. 1-1. Home run for Carmichael in the 5th inning, his 7th of the year. 3 RBIs extends his team lead in that category to 64. That's Sky to right. Booker is underneath it. 3rd out is recorded. Butler with a leadoff home run. We're through 6. Sooners up 7-0.
In the ball game with 1:14, and Sooners do go to the bullpen now for the last third of the game with a 7-0 lead, and they're going to get the left-hander Carter Campbell coming in the game.
Keller, Texas. That's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for more than 5.93 ERA. Oral Roberts will send up 8-9-1 in their half of the 7th inning. And since I brought up the score earlier, I figured I'd add to it. Long Island University with a 3-run home run and now lead number 1 North Carolina, number 1 in that regional, by the way, number 4 in the country. 8-5, still batting in the top of the 9th inning.
That's a shocker. I mean, any way you look at it, that's a shocking score at this moment. They go to the bottom of the 9th, too.
Top of the 7th here. L. Dale Mitchell Park. Chopper over to 3rd. Fields across the diamond. 1 down. I think Martell Davis thought that ball was going to go foul.
Well, he thought it hit it off his foot.
Love that. 1 pitch, 1 out. Wow. David Herring, 0 for 1 with a walk. The ball's on strike. Ground ball left side. Fields with a diving stop to the backhand. Sidearm throw. Picked at first base by Michael Snyder. 2 down.
How about great plays on both ends of this deal? Come into the game. Ball's going to find you. Diving to his right. Makes an incredible pick. Notice he's got to get rid of it with a left-handed bat in the yard. I got to get it and get it out of my hand. And then watch his pick on the other end. Nothing to it, says Snyder.
Isaiah Lane over at 3rd base doing a terrific job. Ball will find you, and you're the new guy.
Oh, it does. It's like you got a beacon on.
Yep. No word yet as to the injury to Anthony McKenzie. Dribbling foul. McKenzie picked off in the 5th inning. Originally called safe at first, but came out of the game. That's why Isaiah Lane is playing third base. Ground ball left side. Can't get that one. He was trying to go for the trifecta.
Well, he made every bit of the effort that he could get to it. Just couldn't make the play. Only the 2nd hit of the night.
And Rogers has both of them. Yeah. First base. Brings up Elijah Rodriguez. That's the first man to reach for Oral Roberts since Sam Thompson drew a 2-out walk in the 3rd inning. That's how well Kyson Witherspoon settled down. That one in the dirt. That's blocked by Mudler. Two balls, no strikes.
Yeah, and part of Oral Roberts' offense is running the bases and stealing. When you're down 7, you can't get into that type of running game because of the score.
Yeah. And neutralize even more so with a lefty on the bump. This one on the left side. Hey, how about Isaiah Lane? Get it done, son.
I'm telling you, comes in, calls off his pitcher.
7th inning. Willett, Snyder, Lane due up. Of course Lane's due up. We just featured him defensively.
Yeah, to some point in the inning.
Yeah. 6 of the 7 runs via the long ball in this one for Oklahoma. We've now hit 71 home runs on the season. Willett's 1 for 2. Strikeout, hit by a pitch and a single. Goes without saying, but Jackson, wearing the number 77 and the same last name as the associate head coach, is the son of Reggie Willits. Built like him as well. This one's looped out toward left field. Thompson moves over. 1 down.
The balance in this lineup, though, left, right, balance,
Yep.
and the ability to get power from all parts of your lineup. That's how you win 23 of 30 games in conference play.
No doubt. There's Reggie. A couple of switch hitters in the lineup with Willits. Well, McKenzie's injured now. McKenzie's the other switch hitter. Last weekend with Madron out of the lineup at the Big 12 tournament, Willits was batting in the number 2 spot. Madron back. Jackson moves to the 4 spot. Madron in the 2 hole. Michael Snyder 0 for 2. A strikeout and a fly ball to left. He's also walked. Oh, Snyder hits one out toward right center field, tailing away from Rodriguez, and he's going to fall in there. And they'll go for extra bases. Heads up play by Booker, backing up. A right fielder cutting across and playing that ball in the short hop once it got past the glove of Rodriguez. Otherwise, that ball's to the wall.
Yeah, Rodriguez, nice communication. We see that one guy's going to go for it. The other one's got to go take an angle to maybe get it cut off and get that cut off and didn't hold it to a double.
Double by Snyder, his 25th of the year. Here's Isaiah Lane. First plate appearance of the game. Freshman out of Chula Vista, California.
It's been Brooks Robinson since he came in this ball.
No doubt. Human vacuum cleaner. Ground ball, right side. That sneak through. It's off the glove of the second baseman, Davis. Coming around to score is Snyder. 8-0 Oklahoma. RBI single off the bat of Isaiah Lane.
What an effort Davis made to get to this baseball. He almost came up with it. It would have been a base hit, but to save the run, but just trickles off the end and allows the runs to score. 11th hit of the night for the Sooners.
Sixth RBI of the season for Lane. Jackson Nicholas hitless today, 0 for 3. Breaking ball misses. One ball, one strike, one down. Quick throw over to first base. 8-0 Oklahoma, bottom of the 7th. 11 hits for the Sooners, 2 for ORU. Shot down the left field line. Good poke toward the corner. That is just foul.
Just faded at the last minute. Nice job staying inside the ball. Nicholas. Some awful big hits this season for the Sooner second baseman.
Pretty good lead for Lane over at first. Nicholas skies this one, fouling out of play on the third base side. Staying away from, once again, protecting was Nicholas. Good little battle here. Another 1-2. Nicholas goes down, chasing the high fastball, 2 down. Well, nice job early today. I tell you what, good game between Duke and UConn. Number 2 Duke losing to UConn. Winner of this one will play UConn tomorrow night. 4-1 victory for the Huskies over the Blue Devils. There's Butler, the catcher. Scott homered, leading off the 6th inning. Solo shot, his 4th of the year, 27th run batted in. A little surprised, especially with back-to-back lefties. You've got the first baseman holding.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's running here.
Right.
I mean, the Sooners like to run, but they're not going to run at 8-0 here.
2 balls, no strikes.
it to an elimination game for ORU. You'd also like to get some length here, save your bullpen.
3 balls and no strikes. And a 4-pitch walk. Oklahoma with 2 on and 2 outs. Watch out. Carmack has been nowhere near the strike zone the last 5 pitches.
We can't not see into the ORU bullpen, but I'm assuming somebody is up and working.
Well, the burpees are working on the hill.
They are.
That's a pretty good challenge. Uphill burpees.
Is a left-hander working. Yuri is the left-hander up and starting to throw.
Kendall Pettis today 0 for 3. Here's the 1-1. Chops this one left side. Gonna be a tough play. Herring comes in, off-balance throw, infield base hit for Pettis, and they're loaded up.
Made the play as well as he could make it. Just Pettis just outran the baseball.
Here's John Spikerman. 1 for 3 with a walk, single, and a triple. There's a strike. How about that? 1-2-3 hitter, 7 for 10, 2 home runs, 6 runs batted. That'd be setting the table.
Yes, it was.
And clearing it.
And clearing it. And putting up the leftovers in the icebox. That's doing it all.
Full service. Carmack working for the full windup. Late on that one, fouls it off. North Carolina has just hit a walk-off grand slam to beat Long Island University in the bottom of the 9th.
3-run lead.
That is ripped into center field, a base hit. Lane will score. Being waved around as Mudler. He will score. The throw goes to second on the cutoff. They got him at second base. Spikerman trying to get the extra 90 feet. 10-0. Sooners lead it. We head to the 8th. There's that QR code. Catch Mike Rooney, Chris Burke, the rest of the crew on Squeeze Play. They've had some fun games to watch today.
Yeah. Guarantee you they have. And they will be, Squeeze Play will be up and running as long as there's a ball game going.
We are looking live wherever they are. 10-0. Sooners lead it. Top of the 8th inning. Breeze, Stahl, Booker for the Golden Eagles. Holden Breeze today 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and a fly ball to center. That is ripped out to left field. Pettis has to go back on it. It's over his head and off the base of the wall. Played cleanly by Pettis. Trying to get to second is Breeze, and he is in there with a leadoff double. 10th double of the season.
We've seen some hitters do some awful good at getting on top of fastballs. This ball is up. Breeze does a nice job getting on top of it right there and driving that ball.
Little chopper toward the middle. Cleanly there by Willits. One down, moving to third is Breeze.
Well, the Sooners at this point will exchange a base for an out.
No doubt about it. The Sooners will be taking on the Huskies of UConn, barring a massive comfort behind victory by ORU. That game will be at 8 Central, 9 Eastern tomorrow night. The first game of the day will be at 3 Eastern. Duke taking on Oral Roberts.
The appeal, he does not go.
Ball and a strike. Be interesting how Duke comes out tomorrow, because it looks like a lopsided loss for the #2 seed, 4-1. But they hit a lot of baseballs
Right on the button.
on the button.
And
terrific plays by the middle infield for UConn. Tomorrow, the shortstop, Padilla, the second baseman.
Yeah, but you know what's on the outside of that is elimination, and I think it will bring out the best of both of these teams.
Kyle Booker, the right fielder, is 0 for 2. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Leadoff double by Breeze, the third hit for ORU in this one. 2-2 now. And he got him looking. Well, I've said that a lot tonight. A lot of called strike 3. Let's go back and take a look at the UConn defense today.
Cook did a great job, and then Quinn comes right behind it. This is just a marvelous play to his left, one to his right, and then watch this play. It was reviewed to get the out at first base.
That was Padilla in the 9th inning. That was a big out. Leadoff man. Duke, like Oklahoma, they could score in bunches and do it very quickly, especially with the long ball. So that's why that out by Padilla was huge. At least the overturn was huge, because he was out at first base.
Yeah, but you're trailing and you get that leadoff gun. It gets the excitement of the dugout. Everything happens.
Cued foul. 1-2. One-two. Swing and a miss. We're off to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's been all Oklahoma in this one.
Sooners gave these Oklahoma fans what they wanted. 10-0 lead as they go to the bottom of the 8th inning.
Hold the phone. This just in. Not just the fourth most in postseason, fourth most ever
At the ballpark.
at the ballpark.
Wow. Eldell Mitchell Park.
That just came in. Hot off the wire. The ticker in the back of the room.
Victor, you come up with these things all the time, and I don't see where they come from. Do you got a ticker?
You know.
You got a ticker you read off your phone?
Yes,
or
sir.
what? Okay.
You listen, intently enough, you'll hear the ticker in the back.
The ticker is going off for this man at the plate right now. He's had a perfect night.
No doubt. There's Madron hitting one out toward right center field. It's going to stay in the ballpark. Rodriguez, the center fielder, hauls it in. One down. Owen Reynolds, the lefty, is the new arm on the bump for Oral Roberts. Gets some work in.
16th appearance. At times he has struggled with command. He's got good stuff. It's about strike one.
That is fouled off. Owen Jr. out of Colwich, Kansas. I grew up in Kansas.
But you're in the Kansas City area, weren't you?
I don't believe I know where Colwich is at. But as a kid, I played youth baseball throughout the state. I know where Osawatomie is, and Baldwin, and DeSoto.
Okay, you're getting out there.
Colwich, not so much.
It's not on any interstate, I don't think.
Oh, it's just outside of Wichita. Did not know that. Break the balls in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Again, that secret information you get.
Yeah, it's called the internet.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to the map. It's accessible to anybody. You don't have to pay for it. That is hit sharply towards second and under the glove of Martell Davis. That, by definition, is letting the ball play you, and you're not playing the ball.
Yeah, I didn't get down with it. You got to really be committed and get your nose down there and know it's good, and play it from the ground up. If you play it from the top down, it's going to get by you most of the time. But this ball was stung.
Credit Carmichael with his 3rd hit of the game. 3 for 5, 2 singles, and a 3-run home run. Willett spins around to hit from the right side. One for 3 today with a single. He's also hit by a pitch. That was in the 3rd. Seed beat a 2 seed in the Lexington Regional, Illinois, taking care of Indiana State 4-1. Illinois will take on Kentucky. Indiana State will take on Western Michigan tomorrow. I love this weekend. I just love seeing the upsets, and it's so much fun.
You get up on day 2 and you think, oh man, there's elimination games. Years are coming to an end, and there'll be some teams that highly seeded.
Past the diving shortstop, David Herring can't come up with that one. Heading to 3rd is Carmichael, and Willits with his 2nd hit of the game. 15th hit of the night for the Sooners. They've got runners at the corners with 1 out.
They've done a nice job of barreling balls up, just regular. Started early in the game. They have just kept adding. They have scored now in 3 consecutive frames, and now 1st and 3rd with 1 out.
Here's Snyder. Doubled and scored his last time up. 1 for 3 overall. Ten runs, 15 hits, 1 error, and 6 left on for Oklahoma. No runs, 3 hits, no errors. 9 left on for ORU, 7 of which happened through the first 3 innings. It was a 1-0 game. This is the bouncer toward the middle. Could be 2. They get the lead out at first, and the throw is high. The run crosses the plate. 11-0 Oklahoma. Snyder gets credit with an RBI. Here's the bracket. Oklahoma, as we mentioned, will take on UConn tomorrow night. ORU and Duke. 2 versus 4. Game 1 tomorrow at 3 Eastern. Isaiah Lane, 1 for 1, had an RBI single in the 7th. One. 2 balls and a strike. And for the most part, the attendance has remained in this ballpark. You can see a 10-0, 11-0 game. People, heading to the exits.
It's a beautiful night.
No, and it's Friday.
And it's Friday.
Don't have to wake up early tomorrow. For some. Snyder over at first. And that is a walk. Two on with 2 outs. And the NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sites continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. For more information, visit NCAA.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Jackson Nicholas 0 for 4. No balls and a strike. Nicholas, the only player in the lineup that has yet to reach base. 1-1. That's in there. One run in, 11-0 Sooners. ORU, the bottom third of its lineup coming up in the 9th. And he shot down the left field line, and that one is just foul. Second time.
Oh, yeah.
Consecutive at-bats that he's messed around with an extra base hit in that left field corner.
This one was closer than the first one, too. Just foul.
One, two. Breaking ball rolled foul. Nicholas had a really good Big 12 tournament this weekend in Arlington.
Sure did. Big blow for a walk-off.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just missed there.
Snyder is second, Lane at first. And there's a base hit to center field. Being waved around as Snyder. The throw's going to go to third base. In there safely is Lane, and Nicholas goes diving into second base. (12-0) Oklahoma. So now every guy in the lineup has reached base.
Everybody in the lineup, I think, has got a base hit as well.
The only one, McKenzie.
Oh, that's you're
Because he
right.
was hit by a pitch before he got picked off. That's going to be it. We got ourselves a pitching change. Oklahoma is still batting here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They've added 2 more runs. They're up 12-0.
Welcome to the best seat in your house. Your players, your team.
The game, actually fourth pitcher in the game. It's Hudson Hart.
Just an 11 in the third innings for the sophomore. Gretna, Nebraska. He takes over with 2 outs and runners at second and third base. Fulmer just trying to get that third final out. Get your 3 at bats.
Get three outs. Put yourself into the winner's bracket.
That's it. Runners second and third. There's Mudler. Takes a strike. Mudler's home run. His 4th of the year. 27th RBI. He's also scored twice. What a difference an inning could kind of play. This is Mudler's leadoff home run of the 6th inning. Just thinking about Jacob Hall, the starter for Oral Roberts, the veteran, the workhorse. That 3rd inning, a 1-0 game. He was cruising, got the first 2 batters out, and then it just snowballed on him.
Yeah, and 2 outs, nobody on, and single, homer, single, hit batter, walk, and just like that, it's pitch count got really elevated there.
Yep. 2-2. The next inning he came back out in the 4th. He had a 1-2-3 inning, but then that 3rd time through the orders where it started to kind of unravel for him. That's when Oklahoma scored 3 times, and it's been off to the races since. 12-0 here at the bottom of the 8th. 2-2. It's fouled off. So frustrating for a pitcher. You think you've made the right pitch
To get it out.
Oh, the hitter at the last second spoils it. That is lined to left field. That'll get down for a base hit. 1 run is in. Nicholas being waved around. The third of the plate, not in time. 14-0. And Mudler takes second base. A 3 RBI game for the Sooners catcher.
Well, he dropped the barrel down on this one, and it was a rock at the left field. And 17 hit performance by the Sooners here. Just right down Broadway. Dropped the barrel on it, drove it the other way.
Kendall Pettis with an infield base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 4. We're really concerned about a base runner at second, down 14-0 with 2 outs in the 8th.
I did not look and see if the pitch clock was running down, but maybe one of those things where you
who cares at this point, right?
Ball 1.
Right? I mean,
Ball 1.
Let's keep our feet firmly planted on the ground and be realistic. Pettis takes a strike. One-on-one. Sometimes you just never know what a team is going to do. Hosting a regional, we saw last year in Stillwater, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, good team. They were gone quickly. Conversely, you can get a team like this swinging it the way they do game 1.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, you're feeling pretty good about yourself coming in to begin with. Now you're feeling really good about yourself.
Get 24 hours. Come back tomorrow evening. You know who your opponent is already.
Chopper toward the middle. Herring over to first. Pettit's retired. We're off to the ninth. Same. Good times. Good times. We are at the top of the ninth inning. 14-0. Oklahoma leads it. Lolly Bertay to lead things off. He's the catcher. 0 for 3. Swings at the first pitch. Pops it up. Jackson Willetts calling for it. 1 down.
Didn't sound like it if you tuned in early in the game with Witherspoon struggling with the strike zone and throwing 114 pitches, a career high. But Sooners are working on a 3-hit shutout.
It's insane, isn't it?
First 3 innings, Witherspoon threw 77 pitches. The next 3, he threw 37. Found it.
Yes, he did. That conversation that Skip Johnson had with him, came out to the mound. Seemed to calm him down a little bit. Offense got going. And then he started feeling really good about himself. Dribbler over to third. 2 down.
Snyder has played a really good first base. That first baseman can pick you up as an infielder.
No doubt. Snyder, a third baseman for University of Washington last year, moving across the diamond and doing whatever it takes for the Sooners team. Oral Roberts down to the last out. Zonk, what are you telling that ball club going into the game tomorrow, elimination game against Duke?
Got to wash it. I think that's the first thing you got to talk about is, hey, offensively we'll be better tomorrow. We got to wash tonight and say our season's on the line. They've been playing for almost a month now that way with the season on the line in every ball game they play. So they just got to continue to go out, try to take care of business. Score early has been another big point.
Ball game in Norman, 14-0 Sooners. Take the game in Norman, Oklahoma. UConn pick up the victory this morning, 4-1, or this afternoon, 4-1. OU takes the nightcap, 14-0 for Keith Moreland and our entire crew here in Norman. I'm Victor Ross saying thank you for watching and good